everybody? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. We've got 3 games of high-level playoff X-Wing for the 3-1-2 Team League tonight, including 2 games featuring the 3-1-2 crew. So excited to get some teammates on stream for the divisional round of the playoffs here. And this first game is actually a 3-1-2 crew versus crime game. I'm joined by the man who beat Calc Capone for game 1 of the series. Steven is here to do commentary with me.
Thanks for having me, Nick. Excited to see these matches. We got what, 3-1-2. So 3-1-2. 3-1-2.
3-1-2. So Sam, and we've already started, so we'll break down the list in a second. Sam, who's playing on the left, actually joined me for commentary for your game, so I think it's awesome, and to show the love and support for you to join for his game. As we've got Resistance on this side, over there on this side we've got Empire. Not so classic matchup, as we are in different eras, but a very interesting matchup to say the least, as we have a bunch of T-70s and Zori and that Y-Wing with wartime loadout going up against a interesting Republic list. No ARC 170s. You've got Jedi, you've got Force Carriers, you've got Contra and Click in those V-Wings, and you've got Rick Ali, great value piece in the N1. So you've got some higher initiative, but also ships that may not do damage unless they line things up the way that they'd like to. I'll break down Sam's list real quick, and then I'll throw it over to you, Steven, as we are underway playing Chance Engagement, game 2 of this series. Sam bringing Zori Bliss in the Y-Wing, as I had just mentioned, with dorsal turret, wartime loadout for the extra shields and plasma torpedoes. Elo Asti, the other I-5 in this list, in the T-70 with heroic marksmanship and heavy laser cannon. Again, we were thinking maybe, just maybe, we'd see ARC 170s in this matchup. Pretty reasonable to expect. Didn't see it. It's going to be okay. Just might be harder to get the HLCs off in this game. Temin Wexley, I-4 T-70, being able to do a free boost after a speed 2 to 4 maneuver if he fully executes. Has R68, the Super Predator droid, and HLC. Vanessa Doza. Vanessa's cool. She's I-4, can shoot barrage rockets out the back at range 1 to 2 with marksmanship barrage rockets. And Jessica Pava has M9G8 to supply a friendly with an attack die reroll, or you can force your opponent to reroll attack die. Usually that's not what happens, but it's possible with jamming beam as well. That is Sam's 3-1-2 crew resistance list. I'll throw it over to, we lost the dice cam again. Throw it over to you, Steven.
All right.
While I work on the dice cam.
Sounds good. Well, and Sniper's got, this feels like a high risk, high reward Republic list. So starting off with Anakin Skywalker in the Edit 2, not of the Siege of Coruscant variety. So custom Anakin with brilliant evasion, shattering shot, trick shot, heavy laser cannon, and targeting computer. So if he lines up those bullseye shots, that's a lot of dice with those with the heavy laser cannon. So, and not to be exactly to be mirrored by Obi-Wan Kenobi, also with brilliant evasion, shattering shot, trick shot, heavy laser cannon, and targeting computer. So really looking to line up those bullseyes. And if that happens, those T-70s might be in some trouble. Next up, we've got Contrail in the Nima class V-Wing with the Alpha Besh configuration and some proximity mines. Never want to underestimate a V-Wing with the bomb to drop. And coming next to Contrail, we've got Click with the Besh configuration R4. So a little bit of a different choice, but yeah, Click's dial is going to be amazing. That R4 Astromech on a V-Wing really opens up that dial in a really quite spectacular way. And then rounding out the list, everybody's favorite Olay, Rick Olay with Predator, Lone Wolf, FCS, and R2C4, which when you perform an attack, you may spend 1 of 8 token to change the focus result to a hit result, which synergizes really well with the full throttle. So I think this is going to be really excited to see how this match is going to go. Looks like dials are getting set for turn 2, but yeah, it's chance engagement. So really looking forward to see how this plays out. But yeah, we're rooting for you, buddy. So yeah, let's put us up 2-0 here.
And if Sam finds a way to win this game here, the potential deciding game, we'll have a sub in for Marcel. Innkeeper will play against Sevwall. Sevwall has had a great season, as has most of his teammates. So that's a potential decider. There will be 2 more games. My game's not till Saturday. It may not matter. It could. Would be exciting if it does, but I'm honestly kind of hoping it doesn't, because, you know, obviously. Round 2 coming up here. Hopefully the dice cam. I don't know why we were having dice cam issues, but it's back. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, so looking at the board right now, I'm really liking how Sam feels like he's got a good shot at taking out Rick. He's kind of out on that island right now, and going to grab those 4 points feels really quite strong.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's always one of those things where with the Eddas, you have to be careful with them, because between potentially 4 starving and Nick, as you know all too well with Soontir, I mean, yeah, those Edda 2s live that same life of like one bad blue dice roll for us. That could be the end of them really quickly. So yeah, really kind of excited to see how Sam tackles this.
Yep.
So,
here we go. Doza sitting in front. I don't know if we opened or closed the wings. I think are we just staying there?
Yeah, so Jess moved first. She's over in the center there, so grabbed her focus.
Oh, that's Jess. The colors are off again. Okay.
And it looks like Jess M9G8 through the M9G8 target lock onto is that Elo over there? Looks like that's Elo over there.
It's the T70s that seem to always have the wrong colors for me. Is Jess gonna hit the rock next turn? It's a bit awkward for her. I think a 1 big's fine
there. I think a 1 big should be good.
Uh-oh. Could already be getting a HLC here.
Having that focus.
So was it trick shot, shattering shot, 6 die HLC shot?
Yep.
That could be pretty bad for Doza. It would be range 3 obstructed. Yep, Rick does 5 straight.
Rick is just like, yep, Rick's like, I don't want anything to do with anything that's happening over there.
So there will be a couple of shots into Obi-Wan. One thing Obi-Wan will need to be mindful of is spending both a force and his focus. Could matter. Maybe not. Zori feels out of position here. Yeah, she's far away. Although I don't know who you would have in range to lock anyway. She's just going to boost. I think he must have moved them out of order. Yeah, because you're supposed to have Zori along with an I-5, right?
Yeah, because usually Zori pairs really well with Elo, but...
Yeah, it's awkward when you're moving behind and moving after a lower initiative.
So
here we go.
So no shot for Mannequin this turn, so he turned away.
The shot we get is a banger here.
Yeah, for certain. Here comes,
it is obstructed.
6v4.
5 dice. No rerolls? No rerolls.
Nope.
So that's pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
Trick shot, shattering shot. You should roll 1 more die. Yeah, there you go. So that's 5. And that is, you spend, you take 2. Yep.
Yeah, that's not bad. And no shot this turn, so.
They're not great though. Sam giving up some kind of, gonna need to be mindful of that bullseye. Although I don't think he's gonna have to deal with it for a little while now. Obi-Wan is,
Because that's the thing is like with Obi-Wan.
just
because if
one
he
into
comes in-
Zori. Zori gets an evade.
Gets the evade. Nicely done, Zori.
Range 3 obstructed. Obi-Wan has spent his focus and he spent 2 force, right? He has 1 force left because he intuitived. So he has 1 force. And spend, hit crit.
Focus all day
He
long.
does have brilliant evasion, which he will use. He'll just spend his force to get out of that shot, but he is force starved, and I don't think you said Doza doesn't have a shot, so he's gonna be okay. Doza might have a shot, Steven. I don't know. Looks like maybe he was in. Nothing from Zori there. No. Jess does get caught. Range 3 unobstructed there. Shot from Contrail, I think.
That's Elo.
Oh, Elo rather. Yeah. Jess is in the middle of the board right now. And taking 2.
Taking 2 shields.
Not a good start for Sam here. He has traded 0 damage for 4. And he does clip Obi-Wan, so can he get some luck? This is unmodded, right? Yeah, completely unmodded.
Yep.
For triple
for
3 hits. Oh, takes 2.
Takes 2.
Well, he traded some points at least. He's finally got some damage in. Oh boy, I almost missed that evade at the bottom, Steven. I was like, whoa, did he just one-shot Obi-Wan? Oh man. Let's see, it should be, why did it not update that?
Wowzers, there's 4 dice.
Oh my, did he just get one-shotted?
You just got one-shotted.
Whoa, Contrail gets
No.
one-shotted. Okay, Sam, calm down. I wasn't feeling it for a second. Jesus. Oh, God. This game, does it find a way to punish you? Noah was doing everything right. Doing so much damage early. And he's down 6-1? X-Wing's not fair.
I mean, T70s are, they're a menace. When their dice go hot,
Was that 7 blanks? I think so, but here's the thing. Obi-Wan had 1 force left on his first shot, and he rolled fairly average on the 5 dice green die roll, but had to spend a force, and he became force starved. But then he on 5 dice only rolling 1 evade. I think he rolled a couple eyeballs in there too. That's when you don't have any focus modifiers. It's tough to expect 2 or 3 evades on your 5 dice. You hope for it, and it's reasonable. But that was that's some really crappy luck for Noah. I will not deny. Again, I mean, that HLC shot was money. 5 hits. He is 2 away from half on 2 T70s. That will net him 2 points. So he has a couple of ways to get those points back. Rick is in a decent, a great flanking position.
although I think, with Sam, how he's got Jess positioned, I think doing a 3 turn with Jess into Rick, I think that might be the move there, so that Rick will get punished for turn, trying to flank around Elo and Temin. Yeah, Obi-Wan's is in a tight spot because I think with Benicia, I think you three bank all day towards the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and unfortunately, like Missouri's just gonna probably not gonna get to take advantage of Zori's ability, but I mean that's 4 points that you're probably just not gonna get any of that.
Contrail was the one with the prox mines too. That's huge. Let me read the chat log here. I think I'm being called out a little bit.
Just does turn in to protect the flank of Temin
5
and
dice
Elo.
and got 1 evade. Yeah, well, 5 dice and getting 1 evade. So he didn't even roll an eyeball with Obi-Wan. That is really bad. You're not gonna have me excuse the swinginess of dice on my own stream, even if it's my own teammate playing. I'm always gonna call it out. That was rough.
So the bank boost fits.
It fits, and I don't know if you even have a. Do you have? I don't think you have a shot. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I don't think he has a shot on Jess after that boost.
Looks like setting up a kill box on Obi-Wan.
Yep, Anakin turning in. You might be able to get a nice little bullseye shot again. Oh, Zori needs to get in your Elo. Taking a lock. We're gonna put it on. Okay, gonna put it on Obi. Obi-Wan 3 hard, and he already did he barrel roll or did he not do any reposition?
He barreled.
Okay, so he can boost out. He's gonna boost the other way. Okay.
Right, so
Obi-Wan is the one on 1 hole.
So I think Anakin grabs a lock all day here.
For sure. Is that out of Temin's arc? It looks like it, but that will be 2 range 1 shots, or rather 1 range 1 shot and a shot from Elo. We forgot to move Rick. We've moved Rick. This is a range 3 shot from Annie. Bullseye. HLC here. He's got the lock. Reroll. There you go. Blowing some force. And spend your focus. Take 2.
Yep, takes.
Here we go. This is 4 dice in Bullseye. I don't think you have a single force as your mod. I think that's it, right? Do you have rerolls?
Although,
Elo's going to shoot first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So range 2 primary. Gets the reroll with M9G8.
It's like I think that's 2 blanks. I don't know what that other result was. Was it a crit a blank or? I think
it was a blank. Yeah, so we'll have hit
crit into Obi.
Yeah, you spend that focus all day.
And Obi is going to have to spend his last force. He's going to die instead. Is that the play there? No, right? He's going to opt. I don't think you kill Temin here.
No, he didn't have any force left. because his action
Oh.
was a boost.
Oh, he
Like,
intuitived
did-
again. You're right. You're right. I thought he had one left, but he has to spend the force every time he repositions in the system phase. My bad, guys. Obviously, Noah wouldn't purposely kill himself. It was just like clearly not understanding how things work.
He
All right.
blinked one into Anakin. Looks like with Zori there. Range 1, bullseye for just 1.
Yikes.
And save.
Well, betting's closed. Bet 1-all, I guess. Okay, Rick. That's pretty good. 4 hits.
Yeah, 4 hits into Jess.
Jess,
I
don't think...
Like Jess. No reroll for Jess this turn.
No reroll. Takes 3.
3 shields.
So here and there, every ship but Zori is taking some damage. Yeah. The fact that he was able to plank a damage into Anakin, that's brutal, Steven. Like that.
Oh, for certain. No, it's yeah, and I think it was just the one hit with like from Zori.
Does he have the shot with click? He does not. Jess still has to shoot.
Yeah, and we'll get 3 dice because of the click charge. So 3v3 for 2 crits.
No reroll. 2 of 8s from Rick there. Nice roll. It's about time. Get some squiggles there. Noah had amazing dice last week and managed complete destruction. Seems to be paying for it now. So it's funny. It's well, it's not necessarily funny for Doug, but I met up with Doug at a tournament. He was the one that lost to Noah, and he brought the same list. And I one-shotted his Soon tier with an Instinctive Aim Pro Torp that only had 2 crits. And I just felt like the poor man was just cursed. Anything related to 312 Squadron is just awful. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. Noah did have like really good red dice. He wasn't rolling any blanks, but the game also evolved in like 2 rounds. And Doug just put himself in a position to get killed with a couple of his ships. But obviously things get sped up. Noah wins that game anyways. It just maybe would have taken another round or 2. So it's 10-2. Now, where do you think? So? Elo probably just 2 straight focus, I think.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like
Click does have proton bombs. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Or do you just not care? You have a shield left.
Or maybe it's one of those things you close the wings and set yourself up for the
2 straight barrel roll.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think Temin. I think you 2 hard all day in towards Anakin.
Yep. Does Vanessa just kind of do a 1 bank focus and maybe you shoot a barrage rocket at Click if he turns towards you? Or do you just go straight and boost towards Anakin for the next turn?
Yeah, I think you straight and boost towards Anakin. Because I think the 3 straight. Yeah, the 3 straight should clear there. And then
T-70s are hard to kill without focus fire. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing, though, is like, I know people complain about T-70s because they are generally very good. And when you run a list with 4 or 5 of them, it's very good. But it's more frustrating of a list to deal with because you do have to focus fire them. But they're very reasonable when you shoot at them a couple of times. You can take them out. I mean, especially with missiles, torpedoes, plasmas. Um, it's just amplified. I think our confirmation bias is amplified when it comes to playing against T-70s, because we do focus fire them sometimes, or not. We don't focus fire them sometimes, and then we're like, man, these are impossible to kill.
Well,
and when they roll natty evades, it's hard.
Yeah, not for certain. Like when you like double blank heroic into double evades, it's like there's definitely it feels bad about that. But I think the other piece to that is that, I mean, when you focus fire into a T-70, I mean, you probably spent, I mean, like a lot of your list. I mean, well, like as you mentioned before, I mean, they're certainly susceptible to missiles and torpedoes, but you probably used like, I mean, half of your list, like half of your missiles and torpedoes to get 4 points, and I think that's the, I mean, the T-70 chassis is just, I mean, it's strong,
Yeah.
And when you can put, I mean 4 or 5 of them out there, yeah, it's just yeah, definitely a strong archetype.
Yeah, resistance has been towards the top. Almost, I always felt like just very quietly been at the top of performance. I think it's because they don't have as many like your trio of high initiative, like reliable pieces in resistance. You have Ray, who is 7 points. You have Trigger Happy Flyboy Poe, 7 points. And you have Falcon Poe, who's 7 points. And then you have you have pieces like Elo, or value pieces at 4 points, high I5. But I think it's easy to maybe overlook resistance sometimes, just because they have a lot of like salad pieces that are middle initiative. You have 3s, you have 4s. The 5T70 list features can feature all but one I5. You know, everything is but one is an I5. I'm not good at speaking today, but the value spread out across 5 ships is definitely there. King of the 4-pointers. I don't know if I can argue that one. I mean, when you have the options you have in the T-70 chassis. So Anakin's like, I'm out. I'm good. I don't think so. Not today, Satan. And the proton bomb obviously not dropped because of Anakin being there.
Grabbing the target lock.
Well, I don't know I can't really. Noah has 3 ships right now, and they're all in different places. He's spreading damage because he doesn't have a choice. Well, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, I guess. And that is gonna be an obstructed shot. He has the trick shot and shattering shot. I'm not sure how much force he has right now.
Just the one.
Well, there you go. He has the target lock. He's re-rolling an eyeball into a blank. Hit crit. Okay. And there you go. That's gonna be Jess taking a crit, looks like.
It is indeed.
That will be half. It's a direct.
Oops.
Snow up to 4. Yeah, so you got the town roll from Temin. I felt like I don't love that move for Sam, just because you kind of figure that there's no way that Anakin's gonna just sit there in your arc. R2C4 for hit crits, spending the evade. This is into Zori, who finds a way to roll 3 and took a lock, right? So nothing.
Yep. Correct. So 2 shields into Zori.
So you might be spreading damage, but you're damaging everybody, which is going to get you some points.
Does Zori have arc on Anakin?
It would have to be range 2 for the dorsal. I don't think front arc. I don't know if we checked. We're checking. Dorsal is just out, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually been meaning to do redeem spoken.
I have spoken.
Okay. Yep, still time. It's 11 to 5. In chance engagement, a deficit like that is a lot, but Jess is 2 away from being dead. Jess hasn't had a chance to reroll a single die, and she might not get a chance. That would knock off M9G8. Rick is in a position to 3 hard in, although I'd be a little careful with that because there are a bunch of ships over there. Do you just, with Jess, you just 3 hard and boost? So Anakin could barrel roll to the right. And you don't want him just to sit there range 1 and get you.
I'd probably almost do the 3 bank and then boost.
Left fits is just right. Just I feel like if you're you threaten Jess more with the to the right, and even if you bump, you still get 3 dice, right? Assuming you get that bullseye for range 0.
Because I feel like Anakin's
the one away from half. Force wise, he's only spent 1.
2.
For now. He might spend a second though if he intuitives. He has to intuitive, so he will spend a second. So he won't have a lot of force. Doza 1 straight focus for the barrage rocket, I think, is probably the play.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Wonder what Temin ends up doing. Yeah, there's that barrel roll. So second force down.
Kind of like a 2 bank with Temin. So in case it's like, because if Rick doesn't turn into the middle, which he may not.
Yeah, the 3 hard looks like it fits.
Doesn't have the barrel roll though, because the wings are.
That's true. Yeah, that's awkward for Jess. That's going to be hitting the debris next turn, it looks like. And Click already has a lock, too.
So 1 bank from Temin.
No free boosts. Just going to stay there with the focus. That means Zori must be turning. Doza's like, yeah, Doza's like, I'm not gonna worry about Anakin. And click. boosts. He already has a lock, so he doesn't need to stress himself. Elo hasn't moved. What the heck did Elo do? Don't think a Talon roll fits anywhere except on a rock. I really don't know where Elo is going. I have no idea. Does a 4K fit?
I don't think so.
Just take it to lock.
I mean, maybe the 3 Talon to the left if you go all the way backwards, but
Ooh. Not good. And is not punished for that. Oh, look at Anakin flipping around.
Okay.
Nice. He doesn't have a lock anymore. He can get it now. This is going to be an unanswered shot there. 2 unanswered shots, so definitely have a chance to kill Jess. And he can spend his last force to remove the stress.
Just grab a focus.
I think you just grab a focus. Did Rick do something? I think they keep forgetting. He keeps forgetting Rick. And Rick is like, I'm scared. I'm good for now. He will still be at range 2 of the center. He is going to lock. Okay.
Going with the target lock.
Anakin going first. His mod is a target lock. Range 1 into Jess. Jess down to 2. This would be 2 more points. 1 crit. Spend the lock. Hit crit.
Come on, Jess, roll some paint.
Does. We'll spend the focus.
Nicely
Avoids
done.
that shot. Will be taking a 2 dice modded shot with Click, who has Besh. So that is a fairly easy way to get 2 hits. Nothing for Elo. You have the world's worst dorsal turret shot. 2 on 5, 2 on 4. Yeah, 2 on 4 because it's range 2. You have a lock. I doubt you spend it here. Would be surprised. Just 1. Nope. Okay, hit crit. That was interesting. I love the XWA update regarding Epic and new stuff. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you loved it.
So it would be 3v4.
Nobody's got bullseye. Maybe too far away. Doza's way too far away. Oh, wow. That is closer than I thought. Holy smokes. That was really close. Not way too far away, but just far enough away. And fine. Spend the evade.
Oh, Lone Wolf. There you go.
So do you keep chasing Rick? One more shot here. Let's see if Jess goes down to this one. No tokens for Jess anymore. And Besh for hit crit.
Besh for 2, yep.
Jess needs an evade. Gets 1. Takes a crit, though.
What's in the box?
A direct hit will do it. And it's a disabled power regulator. Click is a 4, so Jess is going to be ionized and is going to hit that debris. Sandy, what's up? Thank you for the sub. Welcome. So now you have to proceed that you know Jess is probably going to die. Probably. It's 12 to 5, 12 to 6. I'm 1 turn counter behind. They've played 5 rounds. Yeah, they're about to play their 6th. Does the left bank hit the debris? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I believe so. Looks like it.
Although it's looking like Zori's going to get her her free focus this turn.
Yeah. So, do you just one bank lock Anakin? Like,
I think so.
And then you have
put the pressure on Anakin.
Yeah, just if Rick's gonna 5 straight again, like good for you. Like he's not shooting. So I if I'm Sam, I probably don't dedicate more than like 2 ships over there.
I mean, with Temin, I think if you do the 2 bank free boost, that might block Rick.
2 bank. Does that 2 bank fit? Yeah, it fits. It's got space. Does Elo just Talon roll and focus?
I think Elo might just 1 bank.
Rick hasn't taken any damage, has he? But Anakin has. And Anakin is doing a lot of damage to you right now. So Rick's also worth less points. You have to get 3 damage into him to get half. You get half on Anakin, you get the same amount of points. If you get 2 more damage cards, you get 5 points. Yeah, I think Rick has to 5 straight, because if you 3 hard in, you are risking getting shot at 3 or 4 times, and that would be it. The M9G8 lock, did they remember to remove it? I don't think so. It will have to be removed. All right, we're ready to go. Round 6. Still lots of time left. Lots of time for Noah to come back here. Is Jess still on it? I think so. Oh, maybe not. I don't think you're still on it. You roll for the damage. Do you die? You die. So that is 2 more points. So being on or off of it doesn't matter. Anakin didn't do any sort of repositioning. He doesn't have a stress, though. His dial is open. He has 1 force. Music is intense. So 12 to 8. Anissa, we're gonna get the focus. Zori will focus. So he's just gonna sit there. I hope that's not in the way of Zori. If Zori 1 straights, I think that clears, but a bank is gonna run into Anissa.
So 4K from Temin.
Click. That's dangerous if you boost.
You might have to, though, to get range 2 of the center objective.
It's gonna just barrel roll. Use the debris as cover. Yeah, you just go for whoever you can go for. But if you're Sam, Sam needs to try to keep the gap wide. It is narrowing. It's down to 4. Zori. Okay, Zori goes quick-ish for a Y-Wing. It feels quick. Clears the stress and probably just grab that lock. Zori has taken 2 shields of the 5. Strange move from Elo. Just gonna focus. Think the Talon roll there, and yeah, Rick. Whew, okay. I had to be a little worried. If the 3 hard there looks actually pretty decent for Rick, considering he's full health. And Anakin can boost. There you go. So you'll have a 3-die shot into Elo. Try to get half points. Try to get 2 more. Range 2 in Elo.
4 with the heavy laser.
Elo does have. Oh, that's right. It is heavy laser. Boom. Oh, it's only 3 because he just 2. He's got to keep Veniza in mind. Heroic. Elo is the only one with it. And of course gets double evades. Just realized my camera's been off this whole time since I turned the dice cam. Fix the dice cam. Hello, everybody. Sorry. I am glued to the screen here. It is obstructed. This plasma torp is going to be 3 on 4.
But no mod for click.
No mod for click. Exactly. And only one with spend that lock. There it is. Going to be 3 hits. And look at that. 3 evades. 3 evades from Click, and he's ready to spend everything to try to get that attack to hit. So Click denies. Denied. Denial is a river in Egypt. And now we fire a barrage rocket. We're not going to shoot the barrage. What do you think? Shooting it into Anakin? No? Doesn't even check the back. You have 2 shots into Anakin here. Think about it. He's going for Click. He's going for Click. And you have Bullseye. You can reroll 1 if you spend an extra charge. He's going to do it, which he does. Spend the focus. Hit, crit. Do we get his lucky? That's hit, crit going into Click. God, he's just so swingy. It's a wounded pilot. Better than a direct, right, Steven?
For certain.
Another point there for Sam. And I will be incredibly disappointed if Anakin dies here. Even though it's what I would want. Be very unfair. Nothing. So truly unmodded. Anakin rolls 3 evades. He would be fine.
3 evades. He's like,
he would be fine.
All right, so it looks so Anakin will get a 4
Looks like
stack and
Anakin
get back
gets
up to
the
2.
center. Did they check the center? I think Click is in the center, right? Yeah.
It was 12 to 8. I think they checked and it looks
Click is out?
It looks that way because it was 12 to 8 going into this round. Or no, there it is, 14. Oh, that's right, because you got 1 point per. Yeah, so
yep.
You got 1 point for. Yeah, so they both get their point, and it's Sam's up 14 to 9 now.
All right, so now what do you do, Steven? Because this is a little precarious for both sides. Rick's got a lane to just come in. I think Vanessa can fit it too hard. To the right, I think.
Yeah, the 2 turns to the right. That should clear. Where you 2 turn to the left and then barrel roll. That might be the play. And then you get the potentially the barrage rocket out the rear, depending on what Click does.
What does Zori do? Just something to just move straight and rotates back.
I think it's just like three straight rotate. Try to ping with the dorsal. And then
whatever Elo does here, it better be fast. It better be a three speed or higher.
Yep. So dropping the proton bomb.
Yeah, don't think that will impact anybody.
So Anakin barrels. So it still has 1 force left.
Yep. And like you said, with just the Adas being force starved, it hinders them for sure. Click's gonna focus.
So there's that R4 coming into play there.
Wounded pilot, stressed. Who cares? He got R4. Am I right? Oh, if Vanessa does hit the debris, the 2R doesn't fit. Gonna have to take a stress and roll for damage. That's big. And does not get punished, but is not shooting this turn. No focus, barrage rocket out the back. Still 2 away from half up there.
I mean, the good thing there is that nothing's looking at her.
Yeah, exactly.
So 1 straight clears the focus, clears the stress. Probably just grabbing the focus here. There's Rick doing the 3 turn like we thought.
Mm-hmm. Hello is not stressed. That stress token is just kind of out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do you focus? Do you lock? Think you lock? Yeah.
There it is.
He's gonna lock. If Click goes down, that center point might be open depending on what Anakin decides to do here, and he will first Elo doing that 3 Talon roll. That does negate Rick's ability. He will only get 2 dice with his attack. And nice K turn there. Anakin will be able to spend another force to he's just gonna focus this time because it looks like Temin will have a shot on him. But you could get half your range 1 on Elo. 3 dice. The bomb hits nobody. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say the bomb drop was bad. I just didn't think it was gonna hit anybody. Drop them while you have them, right? Like you never know. Range 1 from Anakin here. Jesus Christ, that sucks. This is what can happen with Adas. You spend because you're not shooting anybody. Yeah, spend it all day. Rick has range, I think it's range 2.
Range 2, yep.
2.
So 2v2.
Hit crit.
That's pretty good.
Hit crit. Elo does have heroic. Takes a shield. That does bounce off the last shield.
Yeah, it's a good round for Elo to come out of there without giving up half points.
No, Noah has played his ass off in this game. He is, I mean, he was down by 8 and he's down by 5 right now. He's trying with Anakin. He's doing everything he can hope for. That's 2 already. We're rolling too early, and that's still gonna kill Click. And that will relinquish the center to the resistance as well. 2 more points gets him up to 16. And if Temin gets half on Anakin somehow here, it just needs 1 damage card. That will be game. And it's going to be 3. Anakin will take 2 and die. And that is the game. Final score will be 23-9. Jesus. So, first engagement was looking really strong for Republic. They did a lot of damage with the Obi-Wan's HLC trick shot, shattering shot, and then out of nowhere, while I was looking aside, you called out the blank out. I looked up and Contrail was one-shotted, and all of a sudden I feel like that's where the momentum shift, the paradigm shift has happened. and that momentum just stayed on Sam's side. Mostly, I feel like it teetered back towards the middle a little bit. Noah doing everything he could possibly do to get back into the game. I thought he made a lot of good choices to do that, put himself in a position to get there. He had to split fire because he had no choice. That's where his ships were. That's how it unfolded, and it just not enough, right? And also the dice were not. They were swinging. I'll say that he had a couple of good rolls, but too many heavy blank filled rolls. And it's hard to win when you roll a lot of blanks. Let's be honest. That's a fact.